Um, Hot Rob. Okay. Yeah, you missed the R. I wasn't sure on that. No worries. Welcome in. Welcome in. Rainstorm says, I keep getting added, so I still haven't started on my Jawa, on the Jawa arms. What? Jawa arms? Oh, you keep getting ADD. Wow. Keep getting ADD, so you haven't started on the Jawa arms. Are you making a Jawa? So, yeah, there we go. That's the hat. And it's got this, it's a yarn over, and then you knit two together, and it's offset, so you end up with this nicely curving stitch definition that doesn't want to show up because there's no daylight now. But, yeah, so that's the awesome hat. We'll just put on all the winter wear. How's that sound? This is how much yarn I had left. These are my my little cut-ins that I'm dropping all over my floor. And then this little ball. So I could have made it a little bit taller if I wanted, but I'm okay with it. And the reason that there's this much left over is because the pattern has you use this to make your pom-pom, but I wanted a fun pom-pom instead. So either one works. So I have enough here to make a pom-pom for something. Or, I don't know, I'll figure out what to do with it. This is a bulky yarn, and I kept the tag for the yarn so I can tell you guys what it was made out of. So this is Malabrigo, 808 Violet Africana? Yeah, Africana. Rasta is the yarn base. Approximately 90 yards, 150 grams, 5.25 ounce per skein, 2 to 2.5 stitches per inch, made in Peru. Hand wash, dry, flat, you know, the typical kettle dyed pure merino wool. There we go. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with Malabrigo yarn. And I will hold the tag up there for you guys in case you want to know how to spell it. Oh no! New spinning yarn is getting out. Rogue Knitter says, I didn't make it back to the computer again, so I had the hubs bring the computer to me. Not completely stuck in bed, but not moving around much yet. Yeah, totally get that, Rogue Knitter. How'd the surgery go? Are you feeling better? Did it do so far? Did what you were hoping it would? We're having the rounds of surgery, I think, lately. So. Seems like it. Alright, so I'm going to set that over there. Take off this hat. We're going to talk about these two bags. So that was on the way to Rhinebeck. Now, at Rhinebeck, I got the little cat yarn stitch shirt markers that I showed earlier. And Rainstorm says, Star Wars Jawa, I'm crocheting 2 Jawas for me and Dustin, but Brain got totally other plans every time I wanted to continue on them. I don't blame you. Alright, so this, I walked by this booth, and it was Wee Ones, and that's where I got the stitch markers from, and I showed this a little bit earlier, so if you guys really want this, you can back up to where I show the tag, to the big screen. If you want, I can also hold it up again, but tell me. And this snagged my attention. Isn't this just epic? All the koi fish. And then the inside of the bag is just big open. It's just a big open bag, and it's got a just a little, I don't know, wild print to it. So I really like this. My only complaint, because I'm a person that needs it, is there's no handles. There's no handle at all. I ended up resorting to tying a knot, and the inside have some sort of a loop. But I'm going to have to sew handles onto both of these, which kind of stinks because that means either I'm going to have to undo this stitching here, this top row, and slide it down in there and stitch over it, or I'm going to have to put it just completely exposed on the outside, and then it's going to expose the bottom of the stitching, so it's just one more place where I can pull up. But, you know, it is what it is. Rainstorm says, ooh, or oh, not ooh. Rogue Knitter says, it went okay. They told me to show up at the wrong time, so I ended up sitting there an extra 3 hours. Oh, that's really sucky. She was able to do the easier method, though, so my recovery should go a bit faster. It should at least solve the bleeding issue, because there isn't anything left to bleed. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And koi, I know, I'm addicted to koi fish, guys. I really like koi fish. So I've been using that one a whole lot, and I haven't used this one yet, but I saw it and I had to have it. Because who doesn't need a bag full of, like, crazy cats going everywhere. And I did not realize that these bags were as big as they are. This is what it looks like before you start fanning it out, so it looks a lot smaller. This is what it looks like when here, just a quick comparison. So you can see it really is the same size, but just from a quick standpoint, looking at it this way and then looking at it this way, this bag is way bigger looking than this one. But they're the same size, so I'm just excited. I'm excited! So I bought a couple project bags. I needed some new stuff. Love that fabric, says Crafty Tan. Eraser says, oh me, oh god, that fabric. Yeah, it's awesomely epic. And all the Mune coins. What? All the Mune. Hype. So, super excited about this, and it's the same. It doesn't have no pockets on the inside, and it's got polka dots. And I'm okay without pockets, because sometimes they actually cause more problems than they solve. And it folds up really small. Like, look at that. That's tiny. So, super excited about that. And those came from Rhinebeck. I'm totally going out of order. Let's see. I stopped by a booth called Natural Specialties and got